Do you mind explaining what you have on the table before us?
Yeah, so I brought you some presents.
It was awesome.
This isn't a bribe. This is just a proof of concept.
Okay.
So this is basically a Bitcoin bearer instrument. So I put $100 of Bitcoin on here.
Nice.
And to spend it, you have to basically physically destroy part of the device. You have to poke a hole and poke off one of the little transistors on this. So it can only be spent once. And you can't extract the private key from this device. So the private key was generated on device, always stays on the device. So what it means without like breaking off like a small part. So this basically is a way to physically instantiate Bitcoin. So it's kind of clever.
Gold.
Yeah, effectively. So here.
Thank you so much.
This one's limited edition. It's orange.
So what is it called again?
Open Dime. The point is, if you wanted to settle a Bitcoin transaction instantly, the kind of same way that a cash transaction is instant final settlement, right? You would do it with a device like this. So if I was buying a house from you, you might prefer to do it with a physical bearer instrument as opposed to waiting for a confirmation on the Bitcoin blockchain.
Mm-hmm.
So the moment I hand that over to you, goes in your possession, you're the owner. There's no way for me to have retained the private key. Like I could have created a Bitcoin paper wallet and given that to you, but you have no assurance that I didn't copy down that, the key elsewhere. So this solves that problem, basically.
So this is a physical instantiation of the Bitcoin transaction outside the Bitcoin protocol.
That's right.
So this is, you're transacting the currency outside of the protocol.
So it's analog Bitcoin. We're rendering it analog, which I always like because Bitcoin is this immaterial thing. And so it's nice to have physical totems.
How much does it cost to manufacture this? Do you know?
Like $15 or something.
So this is just kind of almost like a philosophical statement versus something that's scalable for use. Like, the point of Bitcoin is to be in the digital space, right? But this shows like Bitcoin can be anywhere.
It's useful for gifts, but yeah, I mean, I don't know if it would be a suitable foundation for a physical Bitcoin economy. In theory, these would be like cash-like instruments that you could use to transact.
Well, I just mean post-apocalypse.
But you still need to plug it into your laptop to actually verify that there's coins on there. So you still need the internet.
So I have to take your word for how much money is on here.
No, I mean you can plug it into your laptop and check. Yeah.
But to extract Bitcoin from this, I need to break.
Yeah, you have to poke a hole through the little hole, and that renders it spendable, basically. So, that's protection against you spending it and then representing that it's still loaded.
That's fascinating. Cool.
Yeah. So the other thing I brought you are basically dice. 12-sided. They don't have any Bitcoin on them. So they just have a bunch of different critiques of Bitcoin on each side.
We'll go through them then. This is awesome.
I don't know if we have time to do all 11 because there's one with my funds logo on it. But it's just basically a tongue-in-cheek joke that the critiques of Bitcoin are so formulaic at this point that you can just put them on dice.
Yeah.
It's silly.
Well, some of them might be topics for interesting conversations.
Oh, yeah. We could even arrange the conversation that way. You can roll the dice and see what you get.
All right.